Okay, let's take a look at our live set to see how it is set up. We're using the same technique we used in episode 7, where a monosequencer is employed as a rotating buffer of MIDI notes. Right now it's playing a single pitch, but I can fill the pitch lane by playing notes on my MIDI controller. The MIDI input menu is set to program both mode, which allows me to program both the pitch and velocity data lanes. This provides some dynamic control not typically associated with step sequencers. So I can get some expression and breathing just by using velocity. But the key thing about this live set is I have two independent monosequencers. They're both set to program both mode, and what I've done is set up a monosequencer for each hand. In order to achieve this, I have these two MIDI tracks. They're both record enabled. On the first track, I have a small splitter device I built using Max for Live. It looks more complicated than it is, but all I'm doing is taking the MIDI note information, which is pitch and velocity, and using the split object to send notes over a certain MIDI note to this global send here. And then the rest of it just goes out the normal MIDI out. On the other MIDI track, I have a Max for Live device that is simply receiving the note data from the upper range of the split device and sending that to a note out. So that gives me independent control of left and right hands based on a split point. Everything below this point programs the first monosequencer. We get up to the split point and nothing happens because these MIDI notes are above that split point that we set. If we go over to this one, we can see my right hand is programming the second monosequencer. And that gives me left and right hand control. The third and final track is the destination of both monosequencers. So the first monosequencer is set to grand piano and the second is set to grand piano. The track itself is simply hosting the grand piano preset that is included with Live 9. That is all there is to it. You can download this live set at cycling74.com/wiki and play around with it yourself. And that concludes our series on the Live 9 monosequencer. We had a lot of fun making it, and we hope that you find this device useful and inspirational.